The CologneBoy, an up-and-coming TikTok star who also now has his own YouTube channel. I've reacted to him several times before on TikTok. I think he's a really funny, entertaining, and knowledgeable young man. And I now know he has a YouTube channel, so I thought today we'd react to one of his videos, one of his most popular videos, titled 5 Fragrance Tips I Wish I Knew as a Beginner. These video titles are very useful and I think quite interesting to watch, so let's see if I agree with CologneBoy's tips or not. And if you guys don't know, CologneBoy's sort of catchphrase in all of his videos are, remember guys, we always lotion up for the homies.
Number one rule, we gotta lotion up for the homies.
I think I'm saying that right. So today, to commemorate his knowledge and his wisdom in saying that phrase, I'm actually going to, on camera, lotion up for the homies. Not in a weird way, of course, guys. I'm just kind of lotioning up on my neck because moisturizing, guys, if you don't know, helps increase the longevity of your fragrance. So it's always a good first base layer to apply. Today we got Mr. Maritime by Atrium. 1, 2, 3. 3 sprays. Perfect. I'm watching this video for the first time live with you guys. Let's begin.
Here are my top 5 fragrance tips that everyone should know. Here is my number 1 tip.
I love that. He's keeping the editing short, quick, and snappy like his TikTok. He doesn't blab on like myself, for example, which is cool. I like fragrance reviewers that don't take too long in getting to the point.
Don't buy retail. I know it sounds obvious to some of you guys, but a lot of people just buy retail. They go into their fragrance store, they try something out, they like it, and they just buy it. Don't buy retail.
Yeah, that's a good point. When you're a beginner, you go to the fragrance store, you buy it, something you like, you buy 1 or 2 fragrances per year, maybe. That's what most people in the population do. But we're not most people, guys. We are unique. And for being unique, special snowflake fragrance collectors, we should always get the best deals possible. Go online. A few recommended websites I'll recommend for each region that I know of. So in the UK, go for All Beauty or Notino, or also My Origin if you're in EU as well as the UK. As well as the EU, you can go for Parfum Dreams. They're pretty good too. Then if you're in Canada, go for fragrancebuy.ca. In America, you can go for something like Joma Shop or fragrancebuy.ca as well. In Australia, the only discounter I know of is feelingsexy.com.au.
You will be doing yourself a favor by not buying retail, and if you go to a fragrance discounter that's online, you will be saving 40 to 50% off, and sometimes even 80 or more, depending on if there's a discount going on at the fragrance discounter, which is insane. Yeah,
that's a good point. Some brands, you're not going to find them on discount, like Chanel and Dior, very hard to find a discount, but there are other brands like, let's say, Acqua de Parma, where if you go to their retail store in person, you're going to be spending maybe like £200, $250, and then if you go to a discounter online, you can spend around half that money. So actually, yeah, some brands really stand out in this. So make sure you know which brands that you can get good deals on discounts, and don't pay full price for certain brands you know are going to get cheaper. 32% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys want to see our channel grow, to really help us out, click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you.
Again, some of these fragrances, like Azzaro, the most wanted, retail will be 150 Canadian, but if you were to buy it from Fragrance Buy, Fragflex, Beauty House, Perfume.com, or anywhere else, you'd probably end up paying 115 or even lower, which is insane. Number 2, if you are trying to get just fragrances to smell good and not waste money, you just want to smell good for all the seasons, do not overbuy. You do not need a collection like this. You only need 3 fragrances.
That's a fantastic tip by CologneBoy. I really respect him for saying that, even though he's a reviewer and kind of his job is to get people to buy stuff. I respect reviewers that tell people not to go crazy. Be financially responsible, guys. Okay, 3 fragrances I would say is good for a non-collector, the average person on the street, fair enough. I'd say, you know, if you're watching fragrance channels, fragrance videos, you'll probably be more of a 10 to 20 kind of person. I feel like that's like the sweet spot for being able to enjoy a great variety of styles, really get into the hobby, but don't go overboard. So in my opinion, 10 to 20 is the sweet spot, but go slow. Low and slow, you know, take your time. I always say on the channel, go for quality, not quantity in your fragrance collection.
You need a sweet fragrance, a summer fragrance, and the third one you can choose. It can be either an all-year fragrance, it can be your signature fragrance, or it can be a loud fragrance for parties or going outside.
I would definitely say your third one should be the signature. I don't think you need loud that badly. I would say, yes, sweet, hot weather, and versatile. are a good starting point for 3.
You need to figure that out, and I'll give you some better ones. This is a winter fragrance. Azzaro the Most Wanted Parfum. It's a vanilla, chocolate, ambery fragrance. Smells great, doesn't break the bank. It is pretty cheap, but it's getting discontinued soon. So go get this for winter.
Is that true, guys? Is Azzaro the Most Wanted Parfum already getting discontinued? It just barely came out. This is crazy. Why are all the great fragrances getting discontinued so quickly?
For summer, you can get something like Versace Homme or Acqua di Joop Profondo. Both of them are great alternatives. This one's a bit cheaper. This one is more masculine. Go for what you like for this. And if you want something luxury or signature, you can go for either Dior Homme, Intent, or Parfum, or you can go for Sauvage, Elixir. Now the signature scents are usually a bit more expensive.
Okay, pretty good suggestions by CologneBoy. I think he's basically saying, you know, these are maybe 3 good beginner-friendly fragrances for each category, so 1 for each category. I'd say if you want a sweet fragrance, go for Le Mal Elixir, because that can be your date and clubbing fragrance. If you want a hot weather, easy blind buy, go for Le Weve 7 Cobalt. And then if you want a versatile signature, you can go for something like Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, which, yes, is common, but it's a beginner-friendly suggestion. I think those 3 are pretty safe blind buys.
Number 3 tip, do not blind buy. I swear to God, I cannot help this enough. How many people blind buy in our community? It's not worth it. Okay,
that's pretty awkward because I just told you guys to blind buy. Yes, it's true. There's always a risk with blind buying. So yes, I just gave you those 3 tips, guys, those 3 suggestions, but you know, it's always at your own discretion. There's always some risk, okay? I'm giving you a warning now.
You're gonna end up losing hundreds of thousands of dollars when you get into collecting that seriously. I myself have been a victim of blind buying, and I've lost out on thousands of dollars.
Did he initially say hundreds of thousands of dollars? What? That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but maybe he was just saying it on camera. That's what he came up with on the spot. But yeah, bro, that's a lot of money. I don't think people blind buy their entire collections. I think we all like to do it. I think there is an argument for blind buying. I think it's quite fun, and sometimes it's just not very easy to try fragrances. And sometimes if a fragrance is like $20 US and it's like dirt cheap, it's got good reviews, you're not going to be bothered with sampling it, you know, and go through the whole process. You're going to be like, okay, I like the notes, I like the way it sounds, just blind buy it. So I think blind buy does have a place in people's collection, but maybe don't make it your primary way of buying, but it can be quite a fun thing to do.
I've bought Versace Eros, Joop Homme, so many of these fragrances. Amouage Black Iris, couple $100 right here. Ombre Nomade by Louis Vuitton, $500 right here. Not worth it.
Yeah, in fairness though, I don't know why anyone should be blind buying anything that's £300 or $400. You know, there is a limit to what you should be blind buying. Let's not go crazy with that habit now.
I highly recommend you either sample, go into stores, try them out. That's the free thing. But if you're not able to sample them, something that I would recommend is to go online and buy samples. That's why I started a sampling company. It's not a shameless plug, but if you want to try out some of these fragrances, we are mostly sold out, but wait till we restock and you can try out some of these fragrances. The website is www.thecoloneboy.shop, where we sell samples so you can try before you buy. My 4th tip is know how to apply fragrances. Firstly, you want to make sure you moisturize your neck or your skin before applying it.
Yes, guys, remember the beginning of this video? He makes a good point.
And I recommend you apply it to your pressure points so that way it projects amazingly. Now, the main thing, sometimes people either underspray or overspray. Know how to spray your fragrance. And how do you know? You either go to a website called Fragrantica, you check out, is it a strong fragrance, is it a weak fragrance? Now something like Versace Homme, which is a weak fragrance, it's a summer-based fragrance, you can get away with 7 to 8 sprays. You can go 6 as well, but I personally go 8 sprays with this stuff, and it's not going to hurt anyone. Try this out. It's gonna amaze you.
Yeah, I am on the side of being a conservative sprayer, also known as a sissy sprayer in some parts of the community.
Sissy sprayer.
I would say for the wide spectrum of fragrance strengths, I'd say go between 2 for really strong fragrances and all the way to 8. Because I feel like after 8 sprays, you know, your weak fragrance isn't going to get that much stronger, and you're going to just have a very intense opening if you go too overboard with the sprays. So 2 to 8 is what I recommend. 4 for most fragrances that are about medium strength. And I agree with his suggestion for Versace Homme. 6 to 8 sprays, maybe 6 sprays is what I'd go for Versace Homme.
8 sprays of this will not hurt anyone. Now for something like a designer with medium projection and medium longevity, I recommend you do 5 sprays. Now 5, where do you do them? Well, let's see. You go 1 behind each ear, 1 behind the neck, and you can do either 2 on the shoulders, or if you're a woman, you can do 2 over here.
I don't know why he's saying for the wrist, women should go for that. I don't really understand that. Why is it that women should go for the wrist pulse point and not men? I don't get it. And also, I believe he's holding stronger with you, absolutely. For that fragrance, I recommend just 3 sprays. It's quite a strong fragrance.
And you do all of those spots, maybe some on the shirt or on the legs as well. Or if you're a woman, you can do it on your hair. That's what I would say.
Yes, okay, for the women spraying it on their hair, that makes sense to me. I'm not going to apply that last tip, so yeah, you go ahead, ladies. You apply on your hair, I guess.
Now for something as super strong as Ombre Nomade, red tobacco, followed by kerosene. You do not want to do overspraying with those because that will actually cause headaches. You want to do 3 sprays maximum, or sometimes even 2. 1 will not do anything. Again, you can get me the most strongest cologne in the world. 1 spray will not do anything.
My man clearly hasn't smelled Black Afghano then by Nasamato. I go 2 half sprays in that fragrance, 1 in total, and you can definitely smell it. But yes, otherwise I generally agree with him. Fragrances like red tobacco, Ombre Nomade, I would apply 2 sprays personally as well.
2 is minimum, 3 is maximum for strong. So for those 2, I would recommend either behind the ear, or you can do behind the neck, or right here.
No. Why is he pointing at the trachea, at your windpipe? You don't apply there. It doesn't make any sense. It's not a pulse point. It's just a bit weird. And you're kind of just gonna go all up in your face. I don't really get it. If you're gonna apply on your neck, just apply on your carotid pulses here.
Or if it's 3, just do 2 and behind there. So that's what I would recommend for that. Now for the people who made it till the end, I'll give you guys a bonus tip that I've personally been doing a lot myself. Let's say you end up buying a fragrance you don't like and someone else likes it. What do? Well, you go trade. Go to Facebook Marketplace, put it as a listing, do something so you get rid of that fragrance that you don't want, or sell it and then just buy a new one, or trade. Sometimes when you end up trading with someone, you do end up getting a better trade. Fantastic
suggestion by CologneBoy. Yes, don't forget guys, fragrance swapping and selling groups exist. These are fantastic community-based marketplaces that allow people to swap and trade their secondhand, partially used bottles, or even sometimes brand new sealed bottles. You can get them for a really good price. And these are very good places. I've got them some fragrances for like a quarter of the price you'd usually expect them to be, and they're legitimate bottles, they are real. You can use services like PayPal when making transactions on there, guys, if you want to make sure you don't get scammed. But from my experience, it's extremely rare to get scammed on these groups. So check them out in your local region.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want more tips on how to better your fragrance game. Or if you want to see some video, you can recommend it to me. You can tell me, hey, do you want to see a cologne collection or whatever you want to see? Just comment down below and I'll get to it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.
Nice one, bro. Yeah, I feel like CologneBoy is definitely more confident for his TikTok videos. I definitely understand that going from short form to long form video creation is definitely a bit of a leap, a bit of a jump, and I think you're starting off already great, bro. I think you're going to do fantastic on YouTube. Well done, man. Really proud of you. I really enjoyed this video. What do you guys think of CologneBoy's tips today? And do you agree or disagree? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, with the 5 tips or 6 tips shared here today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous reaction video up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.